my say, and then we're going to open the boxes up. So that's how it's going to work today. And if you don't want to be in the room, don't be in the room. I know there's a couple of people cam to in this. So yeah, we'll watch a few videos, then I'll have my say, and then we'll open up the boxes. That's what we're going to do. Okay.
Team Speedo for whoever's fucking watching. Team Speedo all the way.
Pearl, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi!
Think about that.
Oh my God.
Going if you're going to start all that shit.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
No, stop it.
Pearl, in the long run.
I knew he was a hater from day one.
So that's what happened, obviously. So now we're going to listen to a couple of other creators, and then we're going to have my say, and then we'll open the boxes and you can all have your say.
Yeah, so loads of people, this is the only reason I come on this early, was to literally say that I'm not sticking by Pearl. I am unfollowing Pearl, and that will be all I've got to say on the Pearl situation, because of there's not much more you can say. We don't want to be going over the same situation again now for the next fucking week. Do you know what I mean?
And like I say, I'm not going to sit here and go crazy and call all the names under the sun. I don't need to do that to prove my stance on it. I don't need to do that. Just take it from me and my word that I privately have spoken to Pearl through WhatsApp, and I'm off. I'm out. I'm not dealing with that, because you know what? I understood the first time, No Face. I know that may come across whatever way you take it, but she does call the children that. Okay, but like I've said last night, the children was not involved. There was no child. It wasn't about grandkids. It wasn't about my kids. It wasn't about anything. You knew the first time that this was
an upset
massive, and the first time, I think, any time after that isn't, the first time's an accident or a mistake. The second time's a choice. That's how I feel, and I'm just not. That's it. I can't do it, No Face, because not only is it her that it brings the shit to, but it targets all of us, and it's not fair. And I just think, you know what? If you can deal with that, you deal with that, but I'm not.
Well, that's the only reason I wanted to say was obviously like.
I've just read a comment there. Leave this woman alone. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. It was done on the app. It's affected a lot of people, so it's going to be done this morning. Okay. So don't tell me leave this woman alone. Thank you.
Leave Cockapoo out, because the video I see, she wasn't fucking in there laughing or doing anything. As soon as Pearl opened her mouth, she was trying to fucking shut Pearl down. So
she is fuming. She is furious. So that's it. I just think, you know what, when you're friends with people, I think you forget that your behaviour reflects on your friends, and although you may feel like it's died down for you, it doesn't die down for your friends that have had your back, and it's just not worth it, No Face. I'm sorry, but you not only do you need to protect yourself, you need to protect your fucking friends, and I just haven't seen that.
That's what I said. That's the only reason I come on first thing this morning. Like, I don't usually come on this early, but after seeing the videos and that, I thought I've got to come on and just have my stake with him. That's why I've said, look, come on, I'm unfriending Pearl. I won't be fucking interacting with her. I think it's disgusting. And that's pretty much all I can say on this. There ain't really much more. I'm not going to sit here and do fucking lives about it, because it went on for weeks beforehand when I weren't even on the app. I was away, do you know what I mean? And then it's just going to be a whole nother shit show again next week.
Yeah, and I'm not going to stick around. So. Oh, No Face. But yeah,
Nobody on this app's going to stop me from saying anything. It's not meant in the way that people... Yes, they can all cancel whatever they want. That's absolutely fine. They can all cancel. But like I say, you'll have something next week to gossip about, so just leave us alone. I'll do my own thing. Whoever wants to be there, will be there, and whoever doesn't. I can't doing out about it. What you're saying, do a poll to get the gypsy off the Jippo off the app. Do yourselves a poll and get the Jippo off the app. If you can't cancel the likes of Piadro and all of them on the app, you ain't going to be cancelling me. I'll come off here if I want to come off, which I don't, and I'm not. So it's entirely up to you. So get a life. Go and have Billy know me. I've got lots of friends. Lots of friends. This is an app, remember. Lots of friends. Exactly, freedom of speech. No, I'm not crying this time. Definitely not crying this time. And I won't be crying in the future either. And usually will say that in the future. So get over it. Don't watch us, block us, and tell people to stop sending you little screenshots. Stop cam 2 as like everybody's doing. Tell them to stop doing that too. Because, yes, it's me. It's my word and I'll use it. So go on then. It's give you all content, something to have. Everybody on this app.
All I'm saying is I don't know whether it was racism. I don't know, but I know she did it for reaction.
Definitely.
Yeah, for reaction, because she was drinking. If you see, like, she was drinking, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, but drinks are an excuse, to be honest with you.
Drinks no excuse.
Agree
you know
with
what I'm
him.
saying?
And do you want us to play the video?
Yeah, please.
I'm just on my crappy device. 2
And
seconds.
then people can make up their own mind.
TPG all the way. Team Speedo for whoever's fucking watching. Team Speedo all the way.
Pal, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi,
How about that?
Oh my
go
God.
ahead, you're gonna.
Do you want us to play it again, or?
No. Yeah. She'd been drinking as well, hadn't she, last night?
Yeah.
So even her friends knew, like Cockapoo was like, stop, like she knew how Pearl meant it.
Yeah. She did try and tell her
And
to
I'm going
stop.
to come on my other
stop.
device, 2 minutes.
Nobody on this app's going to stop me from saying.
I'll have my opinion after I've watched all the videos, if that's okay. I just want to watch all the videos. I don't want to keep stopping and starting. I just want to watch the videos, and then I'll have my opinion, and then we're going to open up the boxes. Is that okay?
All I'm saying is I don't know.
A few months back, or whenever it was, a
So this is only Tony having his say.
few weeks back, a month back, whenever it was, I backed her. I thought maybe the woman has just made a simple mistake, and I absolutely backed her. After seeing that video again this morning, that was intent. That was intent to provoke a reaction. I do not agree with it. Do not agree with it whatsoever. This time around, no. You've done that deliberately. Last night, and that was whether it was to be racist or to get a reaction. You should never have done it. You knew the first time over. She knew when she was told the first time. When she was told the first time around that it was wrong, and she was educated, and it was explained to her. Doing it the second time around is just looking for trouble, and you should not have done it, especially when it was aimed at the same people. And look at the frustration it caused so many different people around that time, you know. And I learned a lot through them live feeds. I learned a lot by listening, and I know Paige and Torian don't like me, and regardless, but I learned a lot by listening to the live feeds. And to have someone repeat the process last night and offend the same people again, no, that is looking for trouble. That's completely out of order. And for anyone that's wondering, I do not stand by Pearl on this one. That's completely wrong.
All I'm saying is I don't know whether it was racism. I don't know, but I know she did it for reaction.
How is it not meant in that way? After everything that happened, after you said it the first time, you knew it was very offensive to them. And then you went on to do it a second time and are using the same excuse from the first time. How? What?
Things like that.
What?
I'm just being truthful.
What?
No, I cried last time because of that word.
What?
Hurt people, right? But then I was told it's not a racist word. And listen, it's a word I use. So I won't be going to the party. So, and
She did, sorry, yeah.
As well, I won't be Don't go at Earth Angel as well, because she'll be going on to the other people with whatever's said in there. So causes
The amount of people enabling her in the comments is insane. Thank you, Dave.
Come to us all you want, and I don't really care that what you say. You want to just watch what you've said and done over the past. That is a word I use. It's not in a racist way. Get over yourself.
Parksy, last night she called him a pack of orangutans.
Fucking face. You'll all say words when you're not on it. It's just I'm on here. And if I argue with somebody, I argue with them, and it's a word I use. So there you go. So I don't give, basically, honestly, nothing this morning. So I've just come on
She
to
called
tell everybody.
Sheptorian and Pagey it last night. She's called him a pack of
I'm not sit
orangutans.
here and cry and do everything. And freedom of speech again. Freedom of speech. Like, say what.
A few months back, or whenever it was, a few weeks.
So what are your thoughts on it then?
I didn't see it until this morning, and then obviously, obviously it was a screen recording. But from what I seen from the screen recording, it looks like she directed it, and I wasn't agreeing with it at all. Now.
Yeah. I just can't believe she said it again. That's all. It's definitely to cause a reaction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's stupid though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Crowd and them saying, "Oh yes, I still support Pearl." They're going to get a lot of hate for that also.
Yeah.
So I think people are scared to say, "I support Pearl" still. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They'll still support her in the background. Like what? I don't have Pearl's number. I don't have anyone's number like that. I don't have Miss Red's. I don't have Pearl's number to support her in any way in the background. I've never really sort of, obviously, I know Pearl and I speak to her and stuff like that, but not off the app and not like in that way or anything like that. But it's easy to hate on women, Hades. What are you on about? I'm just fucking answer the question. You've asked me to answer a question. How's that hating on women?
How is it not meant in that way after everything that happened?
Let me watch.
Morning, everybody. You just expect us to come on and apologise and do whatever. No, listen, I'm not at all.
Oh, she's standing on business this time. She's standing on business this time. She's standing on business. But to be fair, let's be honest though, chat. What would have been the point of her apologising? There's no point. Shit, she might as well double down, stand on business, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stand on business this time.
Morning, everybody. You just expect us to come on and apologise and do whatever. No, listen, I'm not at all. Listen, and I've told you to say them words, and if I'm arguing with somebody else, still say them words. So what's the point to keep coming on that? On here, listen, a load of little snowflakes. You know what?
Hey, do you know what though? You see this, yeah? This is how it should have been the first time. Do you know what I'm saying? Stand on business for however you talk and everything like that. This is how she should have done it the first time, because then none of this whole thing would have never blown out of proportion as much as it was. Do you get me? As crazy as it sounds to what I'm saying, chat, yeah? You might not understand what I'm trying to say. If she'd done this the first time, stood on business and said, look, this is how I talk, you don't like it, don't watch, da-da-da. But all the whole beating around the bush and saying I'm sorry for who's been affected, all that sort of shit, yeah? That's what made the thing so much bigger and made it go on for so much longer than it needed to. Do you get me? If she just done this the first time and said, this is how I talk, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it, bro. Like, just stand on business for however you are, innit?
But you'll still say them words.
Whether people see it right or wrong, do you get me? But the whole thing, apologies and shit and all that shit, is just pointless, isn't it?
What's the point to keep coming on that?
That shit went on for a month, I swear.
Little snowflakes. Don't mean it in that way, but I will keep saying it, right? So whoever doesn't want to follow us, just passes by, do whatever, right? Whoever doesn't want to associate with us, passes by. I am not going to change myself for nobody on this app. That's the way I talk. That's the way I think. If I have to argue with somebody else, you know for a fact it'll come out of my mouth. So if people doesn't know me on this app by now, they're never going to know us, right? And that's all that I'm saying. So no, never mind. Wow, that's it. I say it, and I can't say it. Yeah, I might be wrong. And
She's standing on business now, though. I wonder how long she'll stand on business for, chat. How long do you reckon she'll stand on business for? How long do you reckon she'll stand on business for? Because obviously they're standing on business, yeah. But listen, standing on business has repercussions, innit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how long will she stand on business for? I wonder if she'll just keep it like, boom, that's it, and continue that way, or fold after a certain amount of time.
I can't say, yeah, I might be wrong. That's the way I talk. I'm not going to apologise this morning. I've done it all up before. So it's up to you, right? I argue with somebody again, or I'm getting a bad mood, I'll say it. And listen, that's just the way that I am. So, no, it can be shocking all you want. If you're not used to me, I know you by now, you're never going to get used to it. Whoever doesn't want to associate, don't want to associate, right? Listen, if he's all going like this.
Wait, is people stopped associating with her or something, chat? If I just say that. Show whose reaction? Wait, someone said, show Luke's reaction to EQ. Oh, I've seen that. Oh, is there videos in it? What type in the video so I can see how people's like responded to them?
Right, so that's it. You've seen what's happened. you've seen what's happened, you've seen what was said, you've seen other people's reaction, now my reaction, which, you know. So I have decided to unfriend Pearl. I have ended the friendship and I have unfollowed her, unmodded her. I think what was said was totally disgusting. First time, I believed it was ignorance. It was ignorance. The second time was an attack. It was an attack. And I have spoke to Pearl yesterday. I said my piece to her on WhatsApp and she's got the messages, voice messages. I didn't call her, I didn't answer the phone. And I stated basically that you're not for TikTok, you should come off TikTok. I don't think you're the right person for TikTok. You know, it's the repercussions, what you've done for your friends. It's the, you know, I feel so bad for the hate that Paige and Torian have got the past couple of months, past couple of weeks. The hate they've got, they didn't deserve it. So the first time was ignorance in my eyes, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I think it was ignorance. You got educated. You saw what it did to the app, you saw what it did to your friends, you saw what it did to the hate that Paige got, Torian got, Laura got, you saw the hate that they got, and you did it again. No, I have to explain myself. Of course I have to explain myself. I've got to explain myself. You can't sit here, I ain't going to avoid this, I ain't going to be biased, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You saw the damage. You saw the damage it caused last time to everybody, and you went and did it again. And as close as me and Pearl were, this is yeah. And I'm sorry to Paige, I'm sorry to Torian, any hate you're getting for this comment. I'm sorry to anyone that was offended, basically. So that's what I've got to say. And what anybody thinks about saving platforms and stuff like that, I don't give a fuck about saving platforms or shit like that. TikTok ain't my income, yeah. So that's how I felt. So now I need to hear from everybody else. And when they did what they did, I don't know what was going through her head when they said that. I don't know if it was the drink or I don't know. Drink is never no excuse. It's never no excuse. But and as for the idiots on the live yesterday, saying that they believe this was set up, what benefit would anybody have to set this up? This is not a setup. Friends have been lost. There we go. No, I'm not. Stop putting about Laura triggering her and all that bollocks. You know right from wrong. Stop now. Stop blaming Laura. Laura triggered. It's a load of bollocks. Like, you know right from wrong. Simple as. So we're going to open up the boxes now. And everybody can have their say. But I won't allow, and I'm just going to say right now, I won't allow people to be attacked. You have your say, how you feel, and then we move on tomorrow. And that's my take on it. Racism should never be tolerated in life, on any app, anything. But anyway, let's open up the boxes because people want to have their say. We'll do an hour of boxes and everybody can come in and have their say, 3 minutes each. I've said my piece now, and that's what I've said. I didn't... Look, guys, drink is no excuse. Drink is no excuse. I've just said that. Drink's no excuse. And don't attack anybody in the boxes for having their say. Don't attack anybody in the boxes for having their say. Don't attack anybody. The trolling has to stop now. It's got to stop. Hello.
Morning, Luke.
Morning.
You alright, love?
Yeah, I'm good.
Morning.
Morning. You all right? Okay. Who wants to start? Should we go in order?
To be fair, I'll go because I need to jump off in a
Okay,
minute.
Unique Queen, go on.
I've got an appointment. To be honest, look, I'll be straight up with you. I've got no words. First time, like you said, she needs educating. Second time, I think it's just a little bit. And I can see the way that you come on this morning. You can see it in your face. It's definitely not acceptable. You can see he's distraught. They were very close, and he just cut contact with someone that is basically.
Yeah, let's not.
It's not fair.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, but this isn't. This isn't
But much
about
love,
me.
look, I need to jump off because I've got an appointment, but I am thinking of you all, and obviously what will be will be. Hopefully it all dies down and everything stops.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on. Thank you.
All right, sending
But-
you love,
but
Luke.
this isn't about me, so let's not make this about me. There's lots of people are hurt by this. Hi, is it Remy? Hi, Remy.
Sorry, I was just pulling over.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No, I pulled over. I'm safe. I just wanted to say.
Hang on, I'm muting any.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on, I'm muting everybody. Go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for what you've just said. I think it's really important that message was shared. And the only thing I really wanted to say was, I know a lot of you were friends with Pearl, and I know a lot of conversations happened off app the first time, and you spoke to her, but you guys kind of put it down to ignorance and remained friends with her. The problem with racism is when somebody gets away with it the first time and isn't dealt with the first time, what happens is, what we saw this weekend is that they get confident that word is okay to say, despite all the education, despite all the lives, despite all the turmoil, and it gave her almost confidence to go again. And this is why whenever somebody sees or hears racism, we call it out and we deal with it immediately. We don't give passes with racism. We don't give chances with racism. And unfortunately, a lot of the top creators that were in kind of that circle of friends, and I understand why you did it all, I understand, but this is the repercussions of that. And I'm just really pleased that you've said what you've said today. You've said your sorries to people that deserved it. Laura, Paigey, Torian, they've received death threats. They've received horrific abuse off the back of this from some of the big creators' followers. So I'm glad that you've spoken out about it. And I've seen lots of other big creators speaking out about it. And I just wanted to say thank you for what you've said today. That's all.
Thank you very much for saying that. It's never acceptable, death threats or anything. Guys, you need to stop that as well. And I did think it was ignorance, because it's a word that she called me, it's a word she called Angie, it's a word she called CLA, it's a word she called her grandkids, but I understand and respect everything you've said. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, darling. Hello, Christina.
Hello. Well, to be honest, the first time she said it, I didn't agree with her. I think she knew exactly what she was saying the first time. Okay, she called Angie it, but that's because of her hair, because my son used to get called it, so I can understand that, which is also not really nice. But she's a 56-year-old woman. Where's she been living? In a cardboard box? She should have known that is racist. And like you said, the first time, yeah, I did give her the benefit. Well, no, I didn't agree with it, but then everyone gave her the benefit of the doubt, which, okay, that's fair enough. But she's a 56-year-old woman. She's been told now, and she still uses that word. There's 100 words you can call someone, and one of them, the other T word. So why she had to use that word, I don't know. I just think she is a racist. Sorry. And I feel sorry for you, Luke.
It's your opinion. You're entitled to it. No one can tell you your opinion. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, or it's your opinion. So
yeah,
thank you.
And I do feel sorry for you, Luke, because you stuck by her.
This is not about me. This is about everyone else that has been. This is not about me. Please, guys, I understand that people care, but this ain't about me. So this is not about me. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for letting me up as well.
No problem. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you.
Is that Sue? Hi, Sue. 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 All right, CJ, we'll move to you.
Morning, Luke.
CJ, can I just respond to a comment? Can I just... I'm
Yeah, of
very
course you
sorry,
can.
I shouldn't look at comments. So Luke is now defending her. Guys, stop. Just stop. If you're going to be idiots in the chat, then mods, get rid of them. Then mods, get rid of them, please. Sorry, CJ.
No, that's okay. Just before I start, I know Charlotte's in the box. She's a traveller and she's requested to let her up.
There's no Charlotte in the box. There's no Charlotte in the
Charlotte
box.
requests the box.
There's no Charlotte.
First of all,
Charlotte's
that's a traveller and she's requested to let her up.
There's no Charlotte. There's no. Sorry.
Big up to Paige, Tori, and Laura for their lives. I was in their live last night. As soon as I seen Pearl's video, the first thing I done was hit that live button. I was shocked, to say the least. I respected Pearl the first time she said that. I thought it was just ignorance, but the second time it was just plain racism. And then with her live yesterday morning, to be honest, it was just like a big fuck you to all everybody that stood by her the first time, and I'm really, really disappointed in her.
You're not the only one.
But that's all I've got to say. But look in the other guys, and I know yous have been a friend, and I know it's not about yous, but try and keep your chins up. And big up Paige and Tori. Big love to you guys.
Thank you, CJ. I think Angie, you were next. Sorry, Leash. Angie was in before you. Sorry.
Yeah, hiya guys. I've got just a few things to say, really. I'm just wondering who's gonna still be, who's gonna be friends with her in a few weeks' time when this is blown over. Number two, I'm very intrigued as to who's speaking to her off TikTok. I think there are some people that they're going to get the backlash that might be, protecting her off here. Fourthly, I just want to say,
I'll stop you there, Angie. I sent my last message yesterday, and Pearl knew.
I know you. I'm not talking about you, Luke.
Yeah,
Luke, I'm not
Pearl
talking about
knows.
you. Fourthly,
sorry.
Yeah, and fourthly, you got to remember, a hate crime is a hate crime. It's not just racism, sexuality, or the trans community. It's all a hate crime. Fifthly, I've got so many things to say. Also, I think Chester is also something people should be talking about also on here, Luke.
Yep.
Because I know that he has said a few things also. And I also just want to say one more thing, because it is about racism. So don't think this is about me. People now deflecting it on me. And I'm kind of tired of someone saying something and my name is always dragged into it. It's meant to be about education, as Paigey Baby and Torian has said. I've got a couple of screen recordings of, I'm not going to say who, someone who is, in my opinion, using racism because of their dislike for me.
So
that's all it is.
Why don't you just say who it is, Angie? Let's cut the bullshit.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Paula. Is it Kenzino mum that was in her live? They were calling me a racist and all of that because of something I said 4 months ago. At the time, I did not think it was racist. There was no racial intent behind what I said. But I did apologise to Tori and sent her a message and said if that's how it came across, I do apologise. That's all they have on me, nothing else. I'm not a racist, and I'm offended that this is what she's saying. Instead of talking about Pearl, they're talking about me, and Alex got involved in that also, who I do believe has said racist things. Also not just Pearl. Remember, Alex sat in Pearl's box after what she said, what she had to say, what she said.
So did I, though.
So
Angie.
I'm sorry.
So did I.
Paigey Baby and Tori's got a lot of hate because of that man.
Yeah, but I sat in the box as
And
well. So did many people. So I don't think it's fair just to go at Alex because of that. Because I sat in the box. Many people sat in the box. So
yeah, but I know that he's also said a few things. Do you know what I mean? But
I've never heard him say that, so I've never heard him be racist. So if that's that's
all I'm
between
saying,
you and
Luke,
Alex.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, Luke, is it's why are people deflecting back onto me. This is about Pearl and what Pearl said. I'm kind of tired.
I wasn't aware it was deflected on you, Angie, because I'll be honest, I don't come on TikTok like everyone else. I didn't see it.
Guys in the comments. Can I just, sorry, I'm not going to be long, Luke. People saying in the comments it's not about me, it's about racism. And every time someone's name is mentioned, I get dragged into it. And I'm tired of it. I'm not a racist. People have said a lot worse things, but it's always my name. And that's just because of their dislike for me. And what Hey Paula was saying last night is Paigey, Baby and Torian need to be aware of me. I've given people a platform to have a voice. And unfortunately, because of this, I won't be talking about racism on my platform after today because I don't feel it's about education. Yes, it is with Paigey, Baby and Torian, but some people know. So I'm not going to be crucified for it any longer. So that's all I've got to say, Luke.
Thank you, Angie, for coming in the box. Thank you. Paigey.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. I'm not going to stay long because I feel like I keep getting really emotional. I'm sick of crying on the internet. But I just want everyone to really be aware. Like, I get what you're saying, Luke, in terms of everyone else. You believed it was ignorance at the start. But what I need to really highlight to everybody that's listening and watching, like, your beliefs or assumptions sometimes need to be put to the side when there's certain people or a community that's calling something out. So I understand people have loyalties. I understand people, because even I felt bad for Pearl. Next day, not felt bad for her, but I felt like I didn't want her to, sat there feeling bad if she genuinely was sorry. Everyone saw me and Torian Han in her box the next day. Like, we was talking to her calmly. It was a calm conversation. We were trying to educate her. We was really trying to explain from an emotional standpoint of why the community was so offended and what she'd said to Laura. And the fact of the matter is that us as black women, we've had to now stand here on the stage, on the internet, and basically lay ourselves bare. And we've had to explain and go over every sort of racial trauma or incident just so people can understand the connotations attached to what Pearl said and how she's not sorry. My issue is, I definitely agree with, I'm not going to lie though, Luke, we definitely need to address the Chester situation at some point as well, because it was directly said to me when he said it, when I came in, and his attitude and energy off the back on, and it was, when Pearl goes around saying these things, it gives people like Chester, it gives other people, like everyone in the comments, it gives them this kind of open backbone to be like, oh yeah, we can talk like that to them, because that's not really offensive. Like, we're breaking the barrier of that thin line between, racism and just banter that's a bit, dark, etc., or you're just trolling someone. You can troll someone and dislike them, guys. That's absolutely fine. You know what it's like. I'm not saying trolling's fine, but you don't have to like someone. You can have an argument back and forth. There's many other animals that Pearl could have said. There's many swear words. Pearl's mouth is like loose with swear words. She's not like, someone that doesn't sit there and is really like mincing her words or is scared to swear or scared to cuss someone out. She's not scared. So from when it's the first time, I understand what people are saying, but also from our point of view, this is why I believe that we was also angry, like us as women, me, Laura, Han, Torian, like Kenzino's mom, everyone that's been up here talking, crying and getting so much brunt for the last 3 weeks is because nobody ever, Luke, believes us on the first hand. So when we're saying it was racist, she is going to say it again. Sometimes it's like a victim of abuse can see and call out abuse, yeah, from when they're outside of it, because they've experienced it, they've witnessed it firsthand. You can see certain things, you see certain triggers. That's exactly what it's like for us. Like, we can all see what Pearl was like, and we can all see she was going to do it again. And it was winding me up because at the same time you're all falling for it, and then you're not going to get all the shit for it anyway. So it's like whether people are racist or whether people's opinions of that, because people are doing blinded loyalty, now everyone's getting branded in the same sort of bunch of groups, and then everyone's coming against me and Torian. It felt like there was a couple of creators, bigger creators like you, maybe that had reached out, Zach, but everyone else was going constantly against us. We had DG standing there laughing at us, playing, "Can I play Vybz Kartel? It's like an African spitting on me." That's microaggressive racism. Racism isn't just someone with a pitchfork screaming the N-word down the street. If you actually Google the definition, guys, antagonism, that is actually part of racism. If you're antagonising someone due to anything to do with their culture and their race, and that's what we've been getting the whole time. My area, my address, like they've tried to dox my address. My area's been leaked in people like Alex and stuff's live. I've had threats saying they're going to grape my children and melt them. I've had threats saying that I'm going to be unalived. I've had threats, and bearing in mind what I'm actually doing is just talking about being a mixed race girl, I'm not running into their lives. I'm not battling CLA. I'm not doing all of these things where I'm like, oh yeah, let's just argue about TikTok. All I've actually done is call out and highlight racism. And this is what I've received off the back of it. And then there's people like Dave who says, I love my own voice. Dave, you are massively part of the problem, I'll be honest.
Guys, turn the comments off.
It's drama. This is not causing drama. This is what I'm saying. This is the issue. How can someone, specifically, okay, a white male, tell me that me talking about my experiences as a mixed race person and experienced racism is causing drama. That's what's scary to me. Like, no one ever hears our voice. No one wants to listen to us. And then all of this has to happen off the backhand. It's like, oh, now everyone's going to come back and everyone's unfriended her. I'm not saying you guys should have done it in the first place. But next time it's to do with race, like the same way if it was like sexuality or anything else like that, the same way when it's to do with race, maybe like just hear us out.
To be fair, Paigey, baby, to be fair, I was the one that when CLA did what she did, I was the one that gave you and Tori my platform. And I did say to you, if ever you want a platform and to come on, I said you can always have it. Oh, she's gone. Come back.
Sorry.
Paigey?
But in terms of, like you said, I'm not saying this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to cuss people out or anything like that, yeah? I'm not saying it to get at people. I'm not even doing it, I told you so. I'm a very fair person. People don't like to think it because of certain things that they may have seen or small little clippings or because I've gone against your favourite creator. But what have I gone against them for? Like I said, nothing to do with how they run their platform. It's simply just calling out specific things that they're saying. So many people have spoken it, some people haven't spoken it. We're not going for everyone and everyone. It's just the empathy I'm trying to say. I'm not saying, people can run their lives how they want or be friends with who they want. Just when someone says something next time, like, and this is for everyone in the comments as well, because a lot of the time the comments are the things that back the creators, let's be real. Without the people and without the followers, no creator is nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
So when one creator like Pearl has an ideology, all of her her following, the majority of them obviously, whether they really truly believe it or not, because they have love for her so much, they're going to back her, which means in essence going against us, when really we should all have been standing together. Like how Pearl at the very start said, I want to be educated. When Laura wasn't accepting her apology and everyone was trying to force her, like, just accept it. Now imagine if you forced a woman to accept the apology down to racial abuse and then she didn't want to on a forced one, and now she's gone back and said it all again anyway.
I totally understand.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
I 100% understand you and I back you in that, but can I just say one thing, Paigey? When Laura tried to spin the narrative of what she did to me, and that's why I'll have no respect for the woman. Right, I've apologised on Pearl's behalf this morning, but the narrative she tried to spin on me when I said the word they, referring to her, and I do it all the time, that was not acceptable, what she tried to do to me and the hate I got about that.
See, that situation, because and it's hard as well, yeah, because really and truly, she's obviously offended at something that she's heard you say, because obviously you was cussing her in the first place, so that's she's going to be offended about that.
Course.
With the they comment, like the same way I said to the Hardys and stuff, people say or done certain things, I can't. See, I'm not in your brain, do you know what I mean? So if you're saying that's how you meant it, there's nothing more I can really do apart from take that at face value and then just see how you behave afterwards. Does that make sense?
It wasn't your
that's
fight.
why I'm not that's why I'm not openly, do you know what I mean? I'm not going hard for certain creators, but I'm watching still. Do you know what I mean? I'm watching to see who says what or who openly calls their people and stuff like that. That's why I said to you, Luke, because of the situation with Laura and because people might have a certain mindset of what you said and how they perceived it to be, when you don't call out people like Chester and stuff openly, it's going to look like a problem. Do you see what I mean? Because he's loud with what he's saying. I know he doesn't represent you.
He did get called out and he did his own live. That's it. Why have I got bots in the room? Sorry, guys. Can we turn the comment? Oh, they are off. I understand what you're totally saying.
Did he do his own live? I don't follow him, so I didn't see.
He got called out and he did it. He got called out, and I'm not saying that's an excuse. I said my piece to him. You obviously know how I react sometimes, Paigey. Flew off the handle. He did his live, and he'll be doing the live again. And if people want to come in and talk to him, that's up to him. Paigey, someone,
because I had no idea.
Paigey, someone has asked for the box, but I don't want to put him in unless it's okay with you.
Who is it?
It's Dave Duran.
Yeah, let him in. That's fine.
Dave. He was in the box. He's run off now. Dave, you've asked for the box. Come in.
This is talking on behalf. Torian just messaged me as well, everyone. She's at work, so she can't jump in. But obviously, everything I'm saying, stands on us both type thing. And we're both saying the same sort of things. And like I said, whether you like Laura or not, guys, whether you like me and Torian or not, I just want everyone to really see that whether you can hate us all, you can hate any of us for Laura, me, Han, Laura, Torian, anybody, you can hate us all and not like anything we say and do, but what you're not going to do and what you shouldn't be allowed to do is endorse and encourage racism, guys, in the comments, just because you don't like a said creator.
Whether you like someone or
massively. And also, sorry, because Torian... Go on, Luke.
Whether you like someone or dislike someone, I don't like Laura. And I don't like Laura because I think she's a compulsive liar. It's got nothing to do with her race. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to say. No one should ever bring that into it. the colour of people's skin. I don't like the woman because I think she's a compulsive liar. That's why I don't like her. So it's got nothing to do with the colour of her skin. And people should never attack that.
I feel like because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because people may necessarily not like, you know, like Laura in a set way, a lot of ignorant people have used that hate from other creators that have got towards it, and they have been racist due to it. They think racism is open and it's free because Tori makes me laugh. So I'm getting all the updates from Tori on top of my screen. She's so funny. I love her to bits. Big up Tori as well, by the way, because she's also received, even down to the homophobic comment, which got spun and changed. She's rang Zach, because Zach obviously spoke on it, and them two didn't even get along like that too much, but didn't hate each other. They've had a whole conversation on the phone as adults, and it was explained, and it was understood, like I said, out of context. And then everyone that was saying about the Pearl thing, that wasn't taken out of context. Saying someone is shaped like a cigarette, if anything, she's saying the man was skinny. Right, so there's a mad different thing in terms of that's not been left ever, but then Pearl got put down to ignorance by the first time. Do you see what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of like selective outrage on this app. Luke, I don't know if it's my phone, but we can't hear you. Is it my phone? I don't know if it's my phone.
Paigey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back now, you're back.
Can I just say, Paigey, which you do know, I tried to reach out to Laura 3 times. I tried to reach out and speak to her off the app. She wasn't interested. So that's why I feel that she sort of was happy for the argument to go on between me and her. But I did try and reach out to her to speak to her. Like Torian did with Zach, I tried to reach out to Laura and Laura wasn't interested.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to mention that because everyone and this whole Torian's homophobic thing is starting to really wind me up, because I need people to understand it's very clear that people are trying to deflect and devalue and just completely take away from what we're trying to do. Like, I've said to you, I've said to Laura, I've said to however many people, I'm not ever getting involved within like creators' beefs on their own. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But I'll always have a voice, and I'll always have an opinion when it comes to race. Like, that's how I started jumping in all of these boxes and that in the first place. And I just feel like I said, the hate that we've got for no reason, and we love the sound of our own voice. Every creator does. We're live streamers, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's literally, guys, stop the botting in here though. We're literally live streamers. Like, we literally stand there and talk to a screen. Like, it's literally what we do. So when we're doing it in a positive way, I just feel like I can't help it. Like, and it's going to sound so victim, and I'm not a victim, but I genuinely feel bullied by some of these bigger creators and their people just for having an opinion and a voice. Like, I've never on this app felt more silence than I have in the past 3 weeks. And that's what's scary. And I just think like we need to start calling our friends out more, and we need to start listening to people. Like, I understand, like I said, everyone said it was ignorance at the start, but when a certain community is saying something, I couldn't say something to her community, I promise you now, and it just let it be put down to ignorance. Like, I would never be able to keep it. I would never. From the first instinct, the way people would come hard on my head, and I would not have big backings of like big friends and big creators and all of these things. You know what I'm trying to say? They'd just cut you off from the instant. But the desensitisation of black people from the media, from society, it clearly means that people can say and do anything they want to us and get away with it. And that's what I just can't stand no more. So I just feel like we need to start calling all these people out a lot more. And when Chester does do his live, please share it to me, because I would really like to have
he wants to come in and talk to you now. Is that okay, or do you want to do it at a different time? Because it sounds like you're busy.
Yeah, if we could do it at a different time. I'm literally about to jump into the doctors now. I've got to jump down. But thank you for letting me come up. Thank you for listening, everyone.
All right, Paige.
And yeah, just keep the conversations going, guys, man, because it's education and it's free. And it's not harmful to everyone if we all just start understanding each other and actually just start listening to others' opinions.
Paigey, I'll set that up between you and Chester. You can do a live together.
Thank you.
Okay? No problem.
Perfect.
Bye, Paigey. Thank you.
Right,
for
see you
coming
later,
on.
guys.
Bye, Paige. Bye, Paige. Jolene. Hello, Jolene. 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 Jolene, have you fell asleep on me?
Luke, I just want to, I want to say sorry to all the black community, because I'm from the Irish traveller community, and
Jolene,
we know what it feels like to be racist.
Jolene, sorry to be a pain. I'm gonna have to restart because I've been flagged for harassment and bullying. I can't believe it.
Oh God,
I can't believe it. I'm gonna have to
me
restart.
Well, I just want to say sorry, and I don't agree with Pearl.
You can all come back in the box. Kate, Mikey, Chain Reaction, Millsy, you can all come back in the box, but I can't lose this account. So you can all come back.